welcome to my channel. My name is Janie. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, I am a casual booktube reader. I love reading books, whether it's cozy mysteries or fantasy books or rom-coms. I love it all. And today we're talking about a cozy mystery, and I have mentioned this in the past before, but I felt like it needed its own dedicated video. So it's going to be a spoiler-free review on Body and Soul Food by Abby Collette. This is book one of a series called A Books and Biscuits Mystery. So like many cozy mysteries, it has a very cute cover. It's kind of why I was intrigued by it. I found this I think a year ago. The book was released in 2021. I think I found it 6 months after it had been released. I was at Barnes & Noble's in Union Square, and I was just browsing through all the sections, and I saw this at an end cap, and the cover really intrigued me because it's just really cute, and there's a dog and a cat in the picture and food, and that to me is everything I need. Okay, so the premise of this book is you're following two siblings who are fraternal twins. So the two protagonists of this book are Toby and Keaton, and they were separated at birth when they were 2. So Keaton got adopted and Toby spent some time in like a group home, and now as adults they're spending more time together, familiarizing themselves with each other, and they are going to start up a business. So they start up this like bookstore slash cozy soul food cafe. Toby is going to be in charge of cooking. He really loves it. He gets that from his mom. And Keaton is a book lover, so she's going to be in charge of managing the bookstore portion of this store. So this story takes place in a coastal Pacific Northwest town of Timberlake. Just a few days into the opening of their new business adventure, there's a murder. Someone close to them is murdered, and now it's up to them to figure out who murdered their close friend, and also trying to avoid the suspicion of the cops that are investigating the case. What I really enjoyed about this book was the dialogue between the siblings. I think they're really funny, and they react in a way that feels real to me. Like the dialogue feels real, their thought process through what is a chaotic and very bizarre situation to me rings true, which I really like because it's easier to because it's easier to fall into the story and be like, oh yeah, like I would react that way if I was in that situation. So I think that adds a layer of fun to it, where I'm not just being like, who does that? Who reacts like that? Who does that? Which is something you see often, which is a thought that crosses my head when I'm watching films all the time. Not that the story is gory or anything like that. It's a cozy mystery for sure. It's very cute, fun. Even though there are some heartfelt moments, of course, because you know, these are siblings who really love each other and they're trying to start this life together, and now suddenly like they're dealing with the stress of opening a shop, but also the killer being somewhere here and trying to analyze everything that's going on. For me, it was a lot of fun, and I was trying to figure out, typically with cozy mysteries, I don't try to figure out who did it. Like I just go along for the ride. I'm just like, I don't really care, because a lot of times who you think it is, it doesn't end up being who it is. In this case, I wasn't thinking about it either, so I was pleasantly surprised. I thought the ending was good. I think there's a lot of supporting characters that we're getting introduced to that will probably make an appearance in the second installment, which I have already started reading, and that's this one. I picked up both of these books at the same time. That one is also super good. I think I'm kind of liking the second one even better, even though I'm not finished with it yet, only because now that we've established all these characters, now it's even more fun to kind of see them go on their second adventure, and all the supporting characters have bigger roles, and you're kind of getting more immersed in this world. This book is 308 pages. It's a fast read, and what I really like is that there's some recipes in the back. This book, of course, because it's taking place in like a cozy soul food cafe, talks a lot about food, and it is like mouth-watering descriptions. So I always make sure I'm not eating this, oh my gosh, see, I just did it. I make sure I'm not reading this on an empty stomach, because it is bound to make me hungry. I love the descriptions of the food. I love that Keaton is a book lover. I do think like it's such a weird combination, and I love that at some point one of the characters is like, you know, I wouldn't think a cafe and a bookstore would go well together, because you wouldn't want to damage these books or like, you know, get food on them. I feel like that's an accurate thought, because I'm pretty sure that does come across the minds of people who are avid book lovers and like to keep their books in pristine condition. I don't really, like my books are very well loved, and a lot of times you can tell, because as much as I try to keep them just perfect, something always happens. Life gets in the way. But yeah, overall I like this book. I give it 4.5 stars. If you are interested, I will have the link down below to purchase it. I usually get my copies from Barnes & Noble's because I have a Barnes & Noble's membership, and I'm trying to avoid Amazon. Yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you very soon with another one. Bye.